Hello and welcome to the call. My name is Shauna Balabalis, and I am so excited to be back on hosting. So here we are, David Okamoto, Regulatory Affairs. David holds a Bachelor of Science degree in Biology, Chemistry, and Physics from the University of Toronto, and an APMR, which is the pharmaceutical industry. He is a certified clinical trainer and laser engineer with extensive expertise. He contributed to the advancement of laser applications in urology and oncology and introduced innovative approaches to treating conditions like benign prostate hyperplasia, and has also helped made advancements in men's healthcare. Wow, that's amazing. He also ventured into oncology, introducing radio frequency ablation to inoperable tumors, offering hope to patients with liver and kidney cancer and children with osteoitomas. Over the past 12 years, David collaborated with consultants to achieve FDA 510(k) acceptance for groundbreaking technologies developed in partnership with others. His expertise extended to the skincare industry, encompassing product development, regulatory compliance, and registration. He joined Opulence Global in 2017, recognizing the value of Very Flawless as a world-class anti-aging product and the transformative power of the Fountain of Life, the most potent natural antioxidant. David, I'm so happy to welcome you to our call tonight. You are an incredible person, and what I can say about you from me is that you are the most honest person I know.
Well, thank you. Those are nice words. I don't know if incredible is the right word right now. I'm sorry, I'm a bit of a mess. I don't know where you live. I just went to the eclipse today. Were
Oh,
you?
yes. I saw half of the eclipse. The moon
Oh,
covered the
I was.
sun halfway. We're in Winnipeg, Manitoba, and
Oh,
it was cloudy here, but we did have to put sunglasses on,
I
and
was.
I did see the eclipse from my deck.
I was in total darkness today. It was
Oh,
amazing, but I was surprised at the number of people that yanked over in the highway just to stare up at the sky, which I don't quite understand, but that's up to them. But it was a very interesting phenomenon, I thought. So. Total
yes.
darkness in the middle of the afternoon and
And
something to behold.
what was interesting to me is the amount of people that got married in the 4 minutes. It was,
Yeah,
what a great idea. Absolutely great idea. But
yeah.
that sun was so bright, and
Hmm.
it really gets back to our products for protecting our skin. We've got all the products that you've helped develop, David, in giving us a flawless look. And you're not looking at my face because you're looking at your computer, but
I'm always looking. Yeah,
I really have gotten quite a bit younger, thanks to your help.
yeah.
And my wrinkles have diminished, and
Oh, good.
also my brown spots have diminished. And without someone saying or me prompting them, they actually said, Shauna, you've got a flawless look. I said,
Wasn't that nice?
yes. So there we are.
Well, the thing is, I don't think people realize that when in terms of skincare, there's a commitment to it. Um, Skincare is not an intermittent process. It's an ongoing process. And it's interesting because when I was talking to dermatologists, they always complain about what they call rebound. And rebound is when you're using a product and then the person stops and all of a sudden it reverses. They go, oh, there's rebound to this. Of course, there's rebound. It only makes sense that a product is only as good as if you're using it. So with our flawless system of skincare, the one thing and I'm glad you're using it. You look wonderful. Your skin looks great.
Thanks.
It's just that when you use it on a daily basis and you commit to that, your skin will get healthier and it will look better on a daily basis. And yeah, you can reverse the signs of aging by doing that. You can, the whole process and development of Fairy Flawless that's where I began with Opulence, was with Fairy Flawless, because, and it was sort of interesting. I was in their office and I was walking through. I can't remember how I ended up there. Anyways, um, I met Sanaz and then I met Ramin, and I just said to them off the top of my head, I said, "You guys must be very proud of the skincare." And they said, "Well, why would you say that?" And I said, "Well, I took a look at the ingredients, and I said, you've got a lot of high quality ingredients in all these products." And I said that these ingredients in combination with each other will work, and you will see a difference. If someone commits to the regimen, they will look younger. And I remember Sanaz locked me in a room and she says, "Could you put that in writing?" She says, "I dare you." I said, "Yeah, I could do that." I said, "That's not a problem." I said, "Give me half an hour." I said, "Put something together." And I started thinking about it, and I was talking to her. I was going along. I was talking to Ramin. They're popping in to see if I had any ideas, and I started writing about. I like to write, and I'm a writer. And I thought, well, it's sort of fun. This product makes a lot of sense. To me, it made a lot of sense from one side, and those people that started using it and using it on a consistent basis, and not expecting it to be a panacea for all skin issues, but recognizing the fact that this will address so many problems in terms of anti-aging. And anti-aging is a huge market. It's a $22 billion market. And I said, if we could capture that, a lot of people will benefit from the use of these products. Now, the Piceaves extract that's in the Fountain of Life combined with the microsilver was proven to reverse the signs of aging. You could see it immediately. And I was really intrigued by that, how quickly it works. So I said, this will work. And then I started looking at the oleosomes that were used in the product. And I said, this is a really nice regimen. And there's so many skincare regimens that promise a lot, but they don't do anything. I'm
Mhm.
not going to name them because that's not fair to be that critical, because they might have a stance. But honestly,
Well, I
there's a
think we've
lot
all
of
used
products.
them.
I'm sorry?
We've all used them. And
Yeah, it's just that there's always the promise of anti-aging. There's
sure.
always the promise that this product is going to make a big difference. And you see it, they hire. They've got, high-end celebrities doing this and showing them. And of course, these celebrities look wonderful. They always look wonderful. They have a whole team working on them. But at the same time, a lot of products just simply do not work. And one thing about the Opulence product line is that it works effectively and Flawless started because it works from the outside. And it was interesting as we progressed. So we had some, the flawless, very flawless quad AG that was just fantastic for night. And if you understand exactly what's going on at night during the rest and restorative periods, that you need a lot of support to rejuvenate your skin, this is a fantastic product for that. And then during the day, we have the day serum and Revive 5. And what it's doing at that time is protecting you against things like free radical damage. And we're exposed to a lot of things. So, when we started taking a look at the cycle that we're going through, the fact that we're trying to cleanse our skin, not making it tight and dry. It's sort of funny how companies will say that. Leaves your face feeling tight and dry. You've heard that a lot.
Yeah,
But what they must be saying
I
to
have.
you is making your skin older.
Mhm.
You know,
Interesting.
the thing is that when I always get amazed by that. If you when you see lines on your face, you ever notice it when you wake up in the morning? Maybe you don't get it, but I've seen it. Where you wake up and you see a line across your face, and you've been sleeping on one side. You go, "What is that?" And you sort of rub it out, and it's from your pillow. But what's happened there is that it's a dehydration mark. Your
Um,
pillow has actually dehydrated your skin. And I started reading the ads and it says wicks away moisture from your face. And I thought, isn't that strange? They're saying to you the advantage of our pillow is that it's taking away moisture. And what that really means is that it's going to age you.
Interesting.
But they don't realize that. And that's why you stand there, you spend an hour trying to rub that
Yeah.
out. It looks like you guys came second in a knife fight. But these things happen. There are better materials out there now that will prevent that wicking process. So if you're looking for pillow covers, look for one that doesn't wick. I'm saying that there are many things and many marketing pieces that are out there that seem like an advantage, but really it's not doing us anything. Now, with our products, we moisturize our skin properly. We hydrate it. We use oleosomes. We use the Picea aves extract to protect our skin. The microsilver reduce the bacterial load. And that's why you start looking younger and younger. And so that's what the real benefit is. Now we combine that. Now we introduce, Fountain of Life. And sort of finally, as we did that, there's a whole movement in the US around California where everything starts, where they start realizing that beauty started from within. It starts from within. So if you have chronic inflammation in your body, it's going to be very difficult for you to have nice skin. So aesthetically, chronic inflammation doesn't affect you. It affects you more on the your health end, aches, pains, whatever, and can lead to chronic serious diseases. But chronic inflammation certainly can impact uh, the appearance of your skin. And so, Fountain of Life was sort of a nice step into aesthetics because it's reducing chronic inflammation that certainly impacts how we look. And those people who start using Fountain of Life internally and started using the Fairy Flawless line, they benefited from this. And honestly, it does maintain our lives, our quality of life by reducing chronic inflammation. It affects us on so many levels. Now, chronic inflammation does a lot of bad things to us. Apart from aesthetically, we're talking about our overall health. And so there's a lot of benefits in using these two products alone. When we take now, have you tried Fountain of Life?
Yes. So I've had tremendous help with Fountain of Life. I started off on Fountain of Life. Karen Henry met me 2 years ago, and I had a COVID hangover, and I was terribly, terribly ill. I had a horrible
Uh,
cough,
yeah.
and she said that I should take it. So in fact, I did. 6 weeks later, I was cleared of my COVID hangover, but I realized the side effect is that my joint pain went away. So I said to her, wait a minute, can I take more than 10 drops a day? And she said, yeah, increase the drops. And so,
Sure.
David, I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis in 2004, and I was
Okay.
quite debilitated. And today I am pain-free.
Oh,
So,
nice.
when you think about the chronic inflammation that you're dealing with on a daily basis, yes, it can be eradicated. And I'm living proof of that.
Well, I'm glad to hear that because I tell you, chronic inflammation is a serious issue. And the
Mhm.
problem with chronic inflammation is we all learn how to live with it. I have not rheumatoid. I've got osteoarthritis. It's just horribly,
Yeah.
debilitating at times. It really affects a lot of, my abilities to do, like anything, the simple things in life. And you take it for granted that, oh, okay, just doing things like walking up a flight of stairs will be easy, but it can be very grinding on you after a while. And so, yeah, a lot of people start to um, acclimate to chronic inflammation, and something that we shouldn't have to live with. I don't believe we should have to live with it. So, Fountain of Life has been a godsend for myself. I was diagnosed. It's my own fault, to be frank with you. I broke my leg and I've injured myself very badly over my years of doing I did a lot of skiing in the mountains and I broke my leg there very badly. taught me a good lesson about my limitations. I did injure myself badly to the point of almost dying from it. And then over the years, and then I practiced martial arts and I did a number of things, including fracturing my neck and all this. So I've got a lot of chronic inflammation from all these injuries from my youth. Uh, found sometimes very difficult to sleep. I found it very difficult to even walk at times. And have you been to the Opulence headquarters?
Yes, I have.
Well, you know how
Hmm.
you walk up the second
So
floor.
scared. Yeah.
When I
Mhm.
went there for the first time, I thought, oh my gosh, I got to walk up these stairs. I thought it was
Where's the
horrible.
elevator?
Oh my gosh, that's what I was looking for. And
Yeah.
I realized, oh, they don't have an elevator here. Anyway, so when I walked up, it's a really big, beautiful office, and I thought, oh my
Yeah.
God. Anyways,
Hey,
uh,
listen, think of being in heels and doing that.
well, you know what? I'm glad I'm not a woman. And there's a lot of people that are glad I'm not a woman. So, anyways, but taking, and that's when I had been taking the extract in Fountain of Life for a long time. But back then I was taking 10 drops a day.
Mhm.
And then where the big change came is from that study in 2018 when they said you should be taking 30 drops a day. And when I started taking 30 drops a day, it changed my life. And why it changed my life is all of a sudden the chronic inflammation, because I was getting bouts of it. It wasn't as severe, but I could still feel it. But when 30 drops a day, all of a sudden I changed and I went to I got off the knee replacement list at the hospital. I was
Fantastic.
examined. I had x-rays done. I don't know how they see it, to be honest with you. I think that you can see information on it, but they took me off. They said there's no need for this any longer. I resumed my life skiing again, which is interesting. I went back into the mountains and started skiing the runs that I wanted to do, which wasn't that easy before. I was struggling with it, but
Yeah.
now I'm doing the things I want to do. A lot older, a lot slower, but still, I'm still enjoying it. I went out to, I just came back from Lake Louise. Had a wonderful time. A little worn out from it, but at the same time, I gotta be honest, that I was able to do the things I wanted to do and uh, do the runs that I usually did. So I have to attribute that to taking products like Fountain of Life. And Fountain of Life is one of the mainstays and it's reduced that chronic inflammation. So anyone who's suffering from chronic inflammation, who's listening tonight, I would really ask you to at least try Fountain of Life for a minimum of 60 days. Take
Mhm.
30 drops a day for 60 days because why 60 days? Because it was pointed out in a study, that study by Biasiato in 2018, that over 60 days you saw a marked change in people's health, in the subject's health. And so I think that there's some benefit in taking it and seeing the difference in how you may be impacted. With the subjects they used, they reduced insulin resistance, lowered LDLs, increased HDLs, high density lipoproteins, which are really important for our good health. But low density lipoproteins are the ones that causes us to go towards cardiovascular disease. So this study really showed that at 30 drops, it is very impactful. And anyone who has any chronic inflammation and we all know what that is. You could have diabetes type 2, you could have arthritis, all these things. I would try and do it at least for 60 days and and be very consistent with it. And if you try that, I'm sure you'll start seeing some changes in your life. And what it's really doing is reducing free radical activity in your body and at the same time lowering the amount of chronic inflammation that you might be suffering from. And if you chronicle that, and that's why they put a sort of a diary there, is to make sure that you remember your journey. Because we forget. Like after 60 days and all of a sudden you're feeling good, you forget
Absolutely. You
that
know,
what
David,
happened.
I must say something is that when I went up to 30 drops, and I usually take between 30 and 60 because I can't, sometimes
Yeah,
I'll say, oh, did I take it? So I've taken 60 drops already. But I have a partner, Ben he's an interior designer, and
yeah.
he was invited to go to Japan and
Oh, nice.
for a month, and he forgot his FOL. And he came back. He said, Shauna, I cannot believe how my body changed from not taking my FOL. So
Yeah,
consistency, as you said, is very important. We have Sanaz has joined us, and I'd like to take this time to welcome Sanaz to our call. We've been talking about Fountain of Life and the benefits of taking 30 drops a day. And David O has really given us a lot of information on the benefits of consistency. So I will let you get to the call and I'll shut my screen off. So welcome.
thanks,
No,
Sean.
actually, I was listening to, can you hear me okay?
I
Yes.
can hear you.
Perfect. Okay. I was actually getting home late from the office. I was at our construction site and it took a little bit longer with our new office. But I'm going to be extremely busy for the next 4 months, just getting ready for our new office, which is going to be insane. And then, of course, I have all the product development that we are doing, and there's just so much moving wheels. But I said I have. Can you guys hear the jiggle jiggle?
Divine.
I got divine. So excited. And you know what? This is such an incredible, incredible product. Next week, we're going to talk a lot about dosage and stuff like that. But today, I just wanted to show you guys in the flesh what the bottle looks like. So just so you guys see the reflective size of Divine and FOL, this is what it looks like. Look what a great combination they are together. And it actually is the one thing I do want to teach you guys all today is basically the lot number. But I just want to kind of reiterate a little bit of what David was sharing about his arthritis, about Shauna, your arthritis. I think, you know, a lot of times we start to use a product and we forget our pains and aches. I think we also start to forget what we also used to look like. So what I will share with all of you is that today I had a meeting with a huge formulation team for our collagen. We're getting, you know, we've applied, as you all know, for our NPN, and it's a great process that we have to go through. Health Canada is very, very strict. I was getting schooled on a lot of really cool stuff today. We were looking at a new test study that we just ran for Fountain of Life. You know, as we grow and evolve, we're running more tests, we're running more updates. We want to make sure that we're based on scientific developments that come out. We are staying par with our formulation and our ingredients, making sure that we stay away from toxic ingredients. We make sure that we stay away from products that are not approved globally. For example, Europe has a very strict standard more than North America. So we have to make sure that we have some of those things. We have to look at what's not approved in countries like Singapore or in Asia that are basically approved in Canada. So for example, something as simple as a sweetener is approved here in North America to use to sweeten a product, but in Singapore, you cannot import supplements with a sweetener. So no artificial sweeteners. So what that means that, you know, all of the ingredients that we have to use, whether it's our mouthwash, whether it's our mouth spray, whether it's our Divine, whether it's our collagen, it just has to have ingredients that are accepted globally. So, you know, not being a scientist and working with a whole bunch of scientists, more and more I realize how phenomenal our products are. David talked about Fairy Flawless at the beginning of the call. He was talking about, you know, the Revive 5D, the Quad AG, our foaming cleanser. I mean, all of these products were formulated with you in mind as consumers. And I actually pulled up some really old pictures of myself because I guess for me, I don't realize how much I've changed. But everywhere I go where people haven't seen me for a long time, when they see me, they're like, oh my God, you've changed so much. Oh my God, you're, you know, so much more petite. Oh my God, your face is like so much better than before. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And, you know, it's like sometimes you have to look at old pictures to to recognize that. So one thing I want to do is all of you to log your results. Logging your results is going to be instrumental in building your business, because when I went back and I started to look at the pictures of when I first met David, even David looked older then. Now he's looking younger and younger, and I don't even know if David realizes how much he's got reversed in aging. And many of you have probably reversed. David's like, oh, thanks, and
Jason, I'm just getting older.
no, I said you're getting older, but you're
I
looking
know, but
younger.
well, I don't know if I don't know. You got to see me in the morning sometimes.
Listen, I think all of us are like that.
I gotta bathe in a whole bathtub of Fountain of Life to make that work. So
No, no, no. Honestly, I think a lot of us age, and we're all aging very gracefully, and we're looking so much better. But I think what's really important is that we acknowledge the results. And a lot of times we don't do a good job as a community to share the benefits of our skincare, to share the benefits of before and after. So I want all of you to really start to share the before and after results of your product and your testimonials. And I'm not just talking about Fountain of Life. I'm talking about everything. I'm talking about, if your oral health has changed, share it with us. If your, hair has changed, share it with us. If your skin has changed, share it with us. We need to become better as a sharing community to share all of the things that we are benefiting from. A lot of times I'll meet you in person and you'll be like, oh my God, I had this result. Oh my God, this happened to me. And I'm like, why aren't you sharing that? Why aren't you sharing with the world, your results and what's been happening to you? Because when you don't share, then people don't know. And then sometimes people are like, is it this product that's doing that? Is it the results of this product that are doing that? So you got to share. And it can't just come from us, right? It's got to come from all of you when it comes to sharing and your testimonials. If customers are coming back and they're asking you for reorders, ask them, can I know how the product has benefited you? Find out from them how they've been able to see results so you understand their testimonials. Ask your customers, have you filled out your survey? We have a survey for Fountain of Life, right? It's in a brochure that comes in and you can purchase more of it. And you should give one to every single customer. The first couple of years, we included in every order for all of you to kind of get used to it. But that was supposed to be your follow-up tool, to give every customer that you sell the product to basically a survey brochure to figure out how they're seeing results. Did you all know that? Now, someone also had typed, I think it was Debbie, said, I got off of FOL for a couple of days and I felt the results and I felt the difference. So I want to explain that to you, because a lot of people say, do I need to be on Fountain of Life forever? And here's the question that I want you to ask yourself. Why do you brush your teeth every day? Why do you drink water every day? Why do you do your daily routines? Why do you bathe? Why do you shower? What happens if you don't? You see, as we age, our bodies age. And as the day goes by, we are bombarded by so much. So, for example, pollution. When you go out, your hair, your skin, your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your clothes are all basically attacked by free radicals, right? So what do we do to get rid of those free radicals? We change our clothes. We don't wear the same clothes twice. We wash them. We take care of our hygiene. We bathe and we shower to get rid of toxins and dirt and bacteria off of our skin. We wash our face to get rid of that bacteria and, of course, dust and dirt and debris off our face. We brush our teeth to do the same thing. Bacteria is the cause for disease. The same thing goes with Fountain of Life. Internally, you are bombarded by so many different free radicals without even realizing it. So I want to share with you guys something very, very scary that I learned today in my health meeting. I feel like I was in school today. So I sat with 3 PhD doctors having a chat today, and they were explaining a lot of amazing things. So we just recently, like I mentioned earlier on, ran a study on Fountain of Life, which we will publish when we're ready. It was just we have too much on our plate right now. But it's a really, really cool study that we ran. It was done in France. It was done by a third-party company. That we basically submitted our product to them. They did a lot of testing. They came back with it. So one of the things that we discussed, or they gave us as a feedback or as results, was the carrier. So the trimethylene glycol, that is the carrier for the Fountain of Life. Fountain of Life is a pretty simple product. It's one active ingredient, one carrier. So it's the spruce tree extract and then the trimethylene glycol, which is a carrier that carries the product. But the product is so powerful on its own that it does a lot of great things. So here's basically one thing that they were sharing with me. Pay attention to this because this scared the living crap out of me. Okay. And you want to make sure when you hear this type of information, you pass it on to your organization and your belief goes to the next level. And David maybe can add a little bit more on this. He actually was not in that meeting, so he's not aware of it. But basically, what they were saying is that there is different types of carriers and alcohols and molecules and chemicals that go into a lot of the products. And a lot of the products that we're using on a daily basis, whether it's our cosmetic or whether it's our supplementation, more than 80%. So there's level 1, level 2, level 3. Level 1 is very dangerous and toxic. And these carriers can cause cancer, which basically means the activation of the molecules in your body will activate to create and for cancer to develop and to grow. Then, and these are, by the way, products that are approved that are in the market. I just want to make sure you guys understand it because there's a lot of imports in products. And then they're not Health Canada made products. And then there's a second grade, which basically has less chemicals in it, which using in prolonged amounts or prolonged time will probably activate some sort of disease or chemical reaction in the body. And then there's a third level, which basically is extremely safe to use as carriers, ingredients, formulations, products, that no matter how long and how much of it you use, there is no toxicity, there's no chemical reaction, it doesn't activate, anything crazy in your cells and so on and so forth. And so this third-party company that had taken the Fountain of Life and does not know what the product was, but they were doing the tests, they were doing basically the antioxidant levels, they were doing basically, and it was a very expensive test, doing basically the carrier, the formulation, and all that kind of good stuff. They basically rated us at the top level of zero toxicity, zero pesticides, zero this, zero this, zero this, zero this. And it was really, really, really great for me because this is actually a laboratory that we are going to do our further development with. This is actually a new laboratory that is going to take on, they have a different level of, they have basically a Health Canada approved facility. They are 180,000 square feet. What it takes us to run Fountain of Life currently in 30 days, they will run it within a week. Their capabilities are massive. Their entire facility is robotics. So it's all tested and goes through robots. It is, when I tell you guys, robots are taking over our jobs, you had to see this place. It looked like a car assembly thing with all these robots going in, state of the art, squeegee clean. I mean, even though when we were there, I had to tie up my hair, I had to wear a mask, I had to wear gloves, I had to wear things on my feet, I had to wear like a cape, I had to wear like a lot of stuff to go and even walk around. And I've asked them to be able to bring in like video production so we could show you. So we're going to eventually do that as well, but it has to be on a day where the lines are shut down. They're about to clean. So we're going to hopefully get some footage to be able to share with you guys some of the cool things. But, it's as a company, we're constantly evolving and we're learning. And as we learn, we want to get better for you. But you need to get better for you as well, which basically means you need to share better stories. You need to get stronger in your belief. When you see the product is working from you, Scream it from the mountaintop. Don't make a claim. Don't say it's curing, but don't say, because the fountain of life or any of our products is not a drug or a cure, but it is absolutely giving back to your body what you are missing. And it's repairing you. It's repairing you from within. And like David said, beauty is from within. So it's so important for you to take care of your internal before you can take care of your external. David, I want you to see if there's anything else that you want to add to that, because this is going to be, an amazing, amazing part of our business.
Well, I think people should understand that there's a new standard going around the world. And they haven't heard of it yet. I guarantee you that, because we're just going through this right now. But everything that we're making has to go through what they call GMP certification. And it sounds really simple, but it is not. It is probably, I'm doing it right now and going through this. And this is a tear apart on your whole life and your factory and everything that goes on, to your customers, to the simplest things as process validation, all these things that go into account. And when you're talking about even going to visit a facility like the one that Sanaz is in reference to, you have to get clearance. No one just walks in there. You just can't walk in. These are as secure a place as you'll ever find. Doors are locked. Everything's locked. You might be able to get in the front area, but you're not going anywhere beyond that. You might be able to get into another room, but you're not going to go into production. You're not going to see many of the staff. The staff will be all gowned, gloved, and jacketed. There is no easy way to get through that place. It's like Fort Knox. And the reason being is that they want to make sure that cross-contamination does not occur, and that all products are made to a standard that you would not believe. This is not just window. Someone says it's all window dressing, and that, I'm going to be honest with you, is a total lie. Someone said that, oh, it's all window dressing. It is not just window dressing. It's a whole process by which they make sure that every time that product leaves that factory, it meets a standard to make sure that it is consistent and of the highest quality. So when we pick a factory like the one that Sanaz is talking about, it goes way beyond just simple automation, but it is one where there's a commitment to make good products, and they have to pass the most rigorous of tests. And it's ongoing. It's not one test and that's it. It goes on every single year. It is just one of those things that you don't realize exists in this world, but this is what makes Canada's manufacturing sort of interesting, because we have among the highest standards that way, but it's not us who's the highest standards to get into other countries now. We're talking about the countries like China, India, or continents like Europe. They're asking for these standards to be upheld, I should say, not withheld. I apologize. They're upheld, and they want to make sure that these products are safe and have quality. So, yeah, this is really important. So, any product that you're taking right now, I'm pleased to say that the factories that are involved, that I am very aware of and vetted, are of the highest quality. So you can all expect the highest quality product from whomever we're using.
Absolutely. And you know what? It's about the evolution. It's about the growth. It's about technology. It's about advancements. I want you to write something down for yourself. And this is a principle that if you all live by, you will always grow and evolve. And this is something that our CEO has embedded into my brain. And it's like, it's written. You're either getting better in life or you're getting worse. You're either evolving or dying. Ask yourself, how much have you grown in the past year? How much have you grown in the past 5 years? How much have you evolved within you? Forget about your business. In you. You have to get extremely uncomfortable to get comfortable. You have to do things that make you sweat for you to grow. And if you do not take those steps in life, you will never grow. You will stay stagnant. And some people, by the way, that's okay too. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Some people don't want to grow. Some people are very comfortable where they are. Some people like the income they're making. We have people in this company, by the way, that are making $5,000 a month for the past 10 years. Doesn't go up, doesn't go down. It's always the same thing. They get the same income over and over and over and over. That same person, we look at their genealogy, they have the potential to make $30,000, $40,000 a month. They have the volume, they have the downline, they have the genealogy, but they're just not doing the work. I don't understand that because I'm a very driven person. I say, if you have the potential, why not? And each and every single one of you on this call has that capability to do more, to make more, to earn more, to grow more. It's just all about how much effort you want to put towards it. Some of you want the money, but you don't want to work for it. Some of you want the money, but you're not taking all of the right steps. You're trying to figure out your own thing. And by the way, I was one of those entrepreneurs. When I first started in this company, I was like, I'm a CEO of my own company. I know what I'm doing. Don't tell me what to do. I don't care what your system is. I want to do my own system. And my upline said, knock yourself out. Go do what you got to do. There's people that are in our business that we tell them how to do what they need to do, but they don't take the feedback. And that's okay too. There's people that stop growing and stop evolving. And the moment that you stop evolving, where you think you're either too good for your team, too good for the products, you know everything better than everyone else, and you think everybody else is wrong and you are the right person, that is when your business will slow down. So for us, from a product development, I'm going to talk to you about me from a product development. If I don't know something, I say, I don't know. Someone's better than me. I say, I want to learn. I sat with 3 amazing doctors today and they schooled me like you have no idea. I took notes upon notes upon notes and upon notes, and I had my mouth was, and I was just listening. Why? Because I wanted to absorb like a sponge as much as I could. And I got to tell you guys, I am so proud of our products. I am so proud of the company that we are. I am so proud of where we're going. I am so proud of the ingredients that we use. Today's meeting I had was about collagen, and collagen is been in the development for a while. First of all, the collagen that we were producing, we looked into some of the ingredients that the original formulation, and we had to make some modifications. And I haven't released the new formulation yet, but I will. After we launch Divine, I'm going to give you guys the name of collagen, and I'm going to give you guys I've already said it's an NPN 3. This formulation has 0 competition. Okay, listen to what I just said. Collagen is dime a dozen. Collagen is everywhere. But this collagen we're going to give you is going to blow your minds away. I promise you that. Most importantly, just like Divine, the way that the product works in your body and you're able to absorb it and it's going to do amazing, amazing things, you guys will be absolutely blown away by where the fish is from, what the fish is, what it does to your body. And I'm going to tell you here's what I will tell you. Within 1 month, you will be able to see the difference guaranteed. That's what we're working on. That's why it's taking long. So we have to do enough testing. We have to provide that testing to Health Canada to approve it globally, because we're making a global product, ladies and gentlemen. This product, if you do any research on collagen absorption is extremely hard, and maybe that is another topic that we can cover, the absorption of collagen into your immune system, into your gut. We're doing a collagen peptide. It's a brand, it's trademarked. We're going to share with you where it's from. It's crazy. I don't want to focus on that, but I just want to tell you, I'm so proud of everything that we're creating. So I know you've been patient. I know you've been waiting. You know, we had 6 years of a lot of success, a lot of great stories with, of course, the Fountain of Life. Divine will blow you out of the water once you get on it. And Divine is right here. One thing I do want to cover with Divine, this is the what we call the US label, by the way. There's different labels for US and Canada. So the US bottles have landed in our warehouse. I just want you guys to know it's absolutely beautiful. It's got 90 capsules in every single box. So next week, next Monday, I will be giving you the release dates. Next Monday. Okay, so Monday call next week, I will be giving you the Divine release date of when all the pre-orders are going out. If you haven't done your pre-order, do it because you want to take advantage. Right now, based on your savings, it's absolutely insane. So basically on the actual bottle, we have, you know, helps to support collagen and of course, connective tissue metabolism. This is all the claims are written on the bottle of what it does. Then the ingredient list is on the bottle, of course, and the milligrams and the dosage of what it is. And then I want to share with you all before you all start to call the office, please pay attention to this part. And David, you know, you might get some of these regulatory emails. So as you guys can see on the bottle here, it says lot number and expiry right here where my nail is. It's blank. Okay. So don't panic. Flip to the bottom of the bottle. Take a look at the picture I'm showing you all. You guys see it right at the bottom? So it's not on the actual label here because it was too big to print. It's not here. It's at the bottom of the bottle. Okay, so just in case you guys are wondering, that's where it is. This is going to be an absolutely phenomenal supplement. You want to get on it. If you haven't done your pre-order, take advantage of it. It's going to be an epic, 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 epic product. This with a combination of Fountain of Life, with a combination of collagen. Oh my goodness, it is going to do marvelous things to you and your body and to your immune system. At this point, what you want to focus on, by the way, is make sure you are online with us this Wednesday. This Wednesday, I'm going to just share this, and I don't know, I want to just see if David wants to share anything, but this Wednesday, we're also going to be launching our new tour, and the Divine and the Collagen will be put on the new tour that we're launching this Wednesday at 7 o'clock. David, did you want to add anything in this regards?
Yeah, I just wanted to remind people that as they take a look at Divine, this is not a replacement for Fountain of Life. It's an adjunct product, you know, and recognize that the value of the two and how they're going to work in conjunction with each other. Number one, that you know, there's a lot of benefits to Divine, that and a lot of ingredients that you'll find beneficial. Things like the glutathione that's going to help, you know, concern with our liver health. We're gonna and our immune system. We're also looking at things like the French maritime pine bark extract that really sort of helps increase our the blood flow, especially in the peripheral areas. But if you combine that with a product like Fountain of Life, that's going to reduce chronic inflammations. You have a 1-2 sort of adjunct type of situation here that's going to help us improve our overall well-being. And no, it's not a drug. It's not, they're not drugs, but certainly they supplement what we are lacking in our system. We're lacking enterolactone, so we have Fountain of Life. We are lacking things like glutathione as we grow older. So, you know, so we have an actual supplement that can work. It can deliver glutathione to the areas that we need it. That's our small intestine, so it can be absorbed. We have the French maritime pine bark extract that's going to help our cardiovascular system. And, you know, as we grow older, all these things come into play. And, you know, instead of waiting until you're, in your 60s or your 50s or whatever, I think you've got to start now. It's a long-term commitment. And the longer you do it, the better you will be, the healthier you will be. And this is all borne out by long-term studies that show that if we supplement our diets with the right product, we do have a better chance for a healthier outcome. And I can't encourage people more than enough to try the products at least to see the difference it makes in their lives, you know? So I
I'm
always
just
encourage people to try it. So
You know, this is such great information. We've got some questions. A question from Karen Henry. She has a client has asked her about a hemochromatosis, hemochromatosis, which is too much iron in her blood.
yeah.
Can she still take the Fountain of Life?
Well, there's no reason why they can't, I think the big question is how are they being treated? Like, what is their treatment regimen? And they should talk to their doctor because they want to know, they want to know what sort of supplements, what sort of diet you're taking. It's very hard when you have too much iron in your system on some of your glands. So you want to make sure that if they're on some sort of therapy, that they discuss this with their doctor and make sure that adding an antioxidant into their diet is not going to impact any of the medications that they're taking. Okay. But
Okay.
really important, really, really important that if you have any severe health issues and you're under the care of a doctor, please discuss with them any changes in your diet or supplementation because you just do not want to prevent any medications from preventing things like cardiovascular issues or liver failure, things like that. And iron in the system is a very serious disease and a serious problem. So you want to make sure that you have that discussion with the doctor to make sure that there's no contraindications to that.
Okay, that's terrific. And she's also asking about Divine because of the vitamin C, but I think you've answered that, David. She's got to
Yeah,
get to
you
the
really
doctor.
you have to talk to your
And yeah,
doctor.
that's
And the reason that I just remind people the reason that we have prescriptions is that these prescriptions are very specific to that patient. And so the doctor is diagnosed and came up with a plan. And so we don't want to disrupt that plan. And you want to make sure that you are in sync with the doctor. And there's nothing wrong with speaking to your doctor about this. For some reason, people are intimidated by that. They shouldn't be. The doctors really want to know what you're doing because they want to give you the best treatment options possible.
okay. Thank you very much for that. Amarjeet is asking, what are the mgs in each ingredient that we have in Divine? And I
Oh,
think
yes.
that's on the
I
back of
don't
the
have,
label.
I'm sorry, I don't have that on the top of my head. I have to look at the
Okay.
label.
I have it. I
Oh,
have
I'm sorry.
I can read the label. So the
Perfect.
vitamin C is got 250 milligrams. Vitamin D is got 25 mcg. Yeah. Zinc
Micrograms.
is 10 milligrams. And maritime pine bark is 250 milligrams. The glutathione is 250 milligrams. The grapeseed extract is 100 milligrams. So it is absolutely loaded. I did actually share this with you guys a couple of Zooms ago with the ingredient list on the label. But I will actually put up a slide for all of you so you can capture screen it for training purposes next week, okay? So I don't have to read it out to you. I'll put the supplement list on it. And I do need to teach you guys about the nutritional facts between the US label and the Canada label. I'll get David to cover that next week.
Okay, that sounds great. Now, Kelly Ferreira is asking, does Divine have an expiry date or is it like FOL without an expiry date?
So by Canada law, everything has to have a best before or an expiry. And what we've done is this is the expiry date is January of 2027, the lot that we just produced.
Okay,
It's
terrific.
2 years, then it's 2 years, right? 2 years, that's 3 years.
3 years, yeah, because we did the accelerated test on it as well.
Okay, 3 years. So for most natural health products, it is 2 years to start with. And then if you do what they call an RT study, it will go on to, you can make it to 3 years. So there is an expiry date on these products. There's no expiry date on cosmetic products, so there's a difference.
Okay, terrific. A question from Rosie Felix. Is it Divine 8 or just Divine?
Great question. So originally when we first started this product, our CEO was calling it Divine 8 because of the active ingredients and carriers as well. So basically we put on the label Divine, but it's also registered as Divine 8. So it's up to you really what you want to do. Some people want to focus on the main actives. Some people want to focus on all the actives. So if you want to focus on the all the ingredients, it's 8 ingredients, so it's Divine 8. If you want to focus on basically what's on the label, there's 6 active ingredients and 2 other non-actives.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Well, you know, tonight has been such an empowering night. And I've got some takeaway notes here is that, you know, when you stop taking something, you can feel the effects. We're not stopping to brush our teeth. We are not stopping to exercise, and we're not stopping to drink water. So if we're going to stop taking FOL, and if we don't continue to take Divine, then we'll feel the effects. And we'll get back to our arthritic bone aging and our wrinkly faces. And if that's what we want to do, and if we're not going to impart that onto the people that we know, then that's a problem. But having said that, is all the certification and all the validation and all to the high standards that we're getting. So now as you going to all of these robotic facilities is giving us the information that we can truly stand behind our products. So when we're talking about FOL and we're talking about Divine and everything else that we have in the micro silver, we have you and David and Ramin that have gone, that are overlooking how our products are being manufactured. They're in Canada. We're seeing every step of it. So as partners of this incredible company, we can stand boldly to say that we do have the best products. And thank you for taking the time to do that. Good night and have a safe night.
Good night, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. To the billion, everyone.
To the billion.